Hi there YouTube, Pixar Prime 10 here, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man 4. Keeping with the tradition that we've done in previous years of Mega Man, today I'm going to be playing challenges from the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I've done this in Mega Man 2 and in Mega Man 3, and now in Mega Man 4 we're going to continue on. In previous years I kind of had a theme of playing challenges from the game that coincided with the Mega Man season, and since we are in Mega Man 4, I'm going to be playing challenges from Mega Man 4. So we're going to go to the first challenge for Mega Man 4, which is the Mega Man 4 Remix, or Mega Man 4 Remix 1, and get going. Mega Man 4 it's a really fun game, you know. Well, obviously I love all the classic Mega Man games, and clearly I'm so good at them I just got hit. But I love all the classic Mega Man games, but it gets very hard to rank them. Mega Man 2 is definitely my favorite. I've talked in the past about how it was the first one I played, and it's the one that I'm best at, and it's definitely my favorite out of all of them. And then after that, it's probably Mega Man 3, which is... You'll hear that a lot from people. People really like Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. And after that, I don't know how people feel about the other games. But for me, it goes 2 and then 3. And then after that, it gets kind of hard because Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all 8-bit games. And if it's not Mega Man 2 or 3, they all kind of almost blend together for me. I really love Mega Man 4, though, out of all the ones that aren't 2 or 3. It's definitely not my third favorite after 2 or 3. Oh, God, I'm surrounded by enemies. I need to jump on here before something bad happens. I probably should use Rush Chip. But Mega Man 4 I think it's better than 5, and I think it's a little bit better than 1, but I don't like it more than 2 or 3. This thing is really causing me some trouble. I hate these things. I am going to use the rain, or the Toad rain flush thing, because it's going to get rid of these things easy peasy. But Mega Man 4 is actually really fun. It's been a very long time since I played an 8-bit Mega Man game, so I'm a little rusty. The last one I played was Mega Man 11, which was close to this kind of gameplay, but it wasn't 8-bit. Okay, and I didn't think we were going to make that. Okay, we got that guy. So, more about Mega Man 4. Mega Man 4 is also the first game to introduce the charge shot. Not the slide. The slide was introduced in Mega Man 3, and of course I get hit. But the charge shot became a very iconic move to Mega Man's arsenal. You know, he uses it in Mega Man's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not in 9 and 10. They got rid of it in 9 and 10. But then he has it again in 11. He has it in Mega Man and Base. And of course, he has it in the Mega Man X series. He uses it in Super Smash Bros. It just became very iconic to Mega Man. And you know, the sound, of course, is very iconic to Mega Man, just as much as the move itself. And if I had to rank the games beyond 2 and 3, I think my favorite order would go Mega Man 2, 3, and then probably 7. I really like Mega Man 7. I don't know, I'll probably do gameplay from it someday, because I don't know if we'll ever get to Mega Man 7. But it's much different because it's on the SNES, so you get a different art style, and the gameplay it's the same, but it's different enough that, you know, it's a lot more fun because you have more of a variety. And I just really, something about Mega Man 7 that I love, but after that it gets very hard to rank them. But if I had to pick between Mega Man's, you know, 1, 4, and 5, and 6, I would say that 4 may be my favorite, but I haven't played 6 in a while. 6 is actually one of the only ones I've only finished once. Alright, so we finished our first challenge, so let's look for another challenge here. I don't know if I want to do Remix 2. Actually, let's do this boss, the Square Machine for Mega Man 4. Some of my favorite bosses from the Mega Man series are actually bosses that aren't like the Robot Masters themselves or Dr. Wily. It's some of these, you know, really unique bosses that you fight in the castles on the way to get Dr. Wily. I actually messed up here. I can't hurt him while I'm underneath here. So this one is actually really fun. I really love this boss from Mega Man 4. Basically, as you can see, it has 3 different sections. It's this room that slides across the screen, and it goes at different speeds. So it's either going to come at a medium speed like this, or it'll come really fast, which I think it might... No, it'll come really slow, and when it goes really slow, that's when you can get inside. And you can only get inside when it's open and moving across the screen. And I just realized that I think I have to change weapons. I think the dust weapon is this guy's weakness. But when he comes across the screen, you can either, you know, jump through it like that, or you can slide underneath it. I like sliding underneath it because it's fun. So it's not a hard boss, but it can be... and I missed it. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. It can be very time-consuming because you have to wait for it to stop in the middle of the screen to hurt the red eye at the center. But if you're not paying attention and the room closes and you're not inside of it, you're not going to be able to hurt him. So it can be fun because you can slide across the screen with it like that, but also eventually you're going to get pretty bored waiting for it to come across the screen and close like this so that you can hurt it. And sometimes I kind of just take the hits because it makes it go a little bit faster. One more go around and we should be good. I want it to go really fast. There we go. Woo! I like that part because you get to slide across the screen with it. Sliding was introduced in Mega Man 3. Some of you may know that. I mentioned it in Mega Man 3 in 2017. Just like the charge shot, it really became one of Mega Man's classic moves, and got it. So beat that guy. But sliding is one of the, just like dashing in Mega Man X, it's one of the absolutely most fun parts of a Mega Man game. Alright, so I think instead of going right to Mega Man 4 Remix 2, because it's kind of the same thing as the first one, I want to do something a little more fun. I don't want to do any bosses. Mega Mix would be a little long. Actually, let's do Mega Man 1 through 4 mashup. I think this will be a good idea because, you know, why just do Mega Man 4? Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 are, you know, great games. This will be fun. So we're fighting Skullman now for Mega Man 4, which is good because it's Mega Man 4. So his weapon is the dust thing, and he just stands there with skulls around him, and then you gotta shoot at him. And then he's going to shoot at me, and I'm going to get hurt because I don't remember his pattern because I haven't played him forever, but he's almost dead, and one more shot should kill him. There we go. And we're going to move on, and we're still in Mega Man 4 here. Alright, so now we're at the Toadman boss battle for Mega Man 4. This is hilariously easy. It can take a while, but it is actually... Well, I say it's easy as I get hit. You just got to keep shooting him, and he will jump on either side of you. And it's a joke. This is his pattern. He is a absolutely great candidate for first boss when you play Mega Man 4. And then you'll get his weapon that you get is absolutely awesome. It's called the Toad Flush. Well, I think it's called the Rain Flush, but it says Toad on the weapon. It's a rain thing that goes across the screen and it kills almost any enemy on the screen. It's a great screen nuke. I love it. One more shot and he's dead. You got some birds flying across the screen. Great level for Mega Man 1, Wily Castle 1, and I got hit by the birds. It has been a very long time since I've played any of these games, and damn, I'm not doing too hot. I used to speedrun Mega Man 2, and I was incredibly good at it, but it has been a very long time since I've done that. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Weapon 3, climb up here, and this is where, well, I was going to switch weapons, but I accidentally fired. We're going to switch to the Wood Shield. And it'll just take care of these guys in the ground. Gonna go back to 3. Mega Man 2 did not have my favorite system of switching between weapons. I almost just tried to slide. I forgot it's Mega Man 2 and I can't slide. I hate, a lot of the Mega Man games do this. A lot of them have 2 pages of weapons, which makes it difficult to quickly switch between them because you're trying to navigate between 2 pages of weapons. They did it better starting in Mega Man 3 where the weapons had full names, whereas in Mega Man 2 and 1 they were just, you see, letters, so you kind of have to remember, oh, G stands for Gutsman. I'm going to throw that. You can use the Elect Beam to get rid of these too. But I never use the Super Arm, so I actually like using it for some purpose. I'm going to freeze that. Oop, I shouldn't have froze that one. I'm going to go back here and let that restart. And let that go back. And we're going to jump up there. Oh, God. Oh, I tried to slide. I was so used to doing the levels for Mega Man 4 that I'm trying to slide. That will actually mess with your brain because you're so used to being able to slide from Mega Man 3 and 4 that when you go back and play Mega Man 2, you think you can slide into the charge shot. And I remember when I played Mega Man 9 and 10, I had just finished playing Mega Man's 1 through 8 where you have the slide and the charge shot. So the fact that I didn't have it, I'm going to use the Flash Stopper because I'm going to die. And bam! When you first play this game, this weapon is an absolute miracle. It will save your life, but now that I've played it a few times, I've actually gotten pretty good at it. Clearly not, because I needed to use it. And we're going to use the Magnet Beam here, just to get across all this, because I don't want to deal with this garbage. Well, clearly I know these games so well. This is Gutsman stage for Mega Man 1. We're going to get a little bit lower, because the issue with the Magnet Beam is because when you shoot it, it goes on a level higher than you. And I haven't switched yet, which is why I won't fire. It goes on a level higher than you. So you can see I'm running here, and then it shoots where you are. So you have to be a little low, because the more and more you shoot, the higher it's going to go, and then eventually it's going to go to the top of the screen, and you have no more room to go anywhere. So we're going to use the Elect Beam, and hopefully kill anything that gets in our way. Get some health, because that's always good. And actually, I'm glad that I'm doing this Mega Mix, because since the Mega Man Legacy Collection was not out, when I did Mega Man 1, I wasn't able to do challenges from Mega Man 1, and I'm going to scream because I hate these guys. Finally. Thank you for the health. Since the Mega Man Legacy Collection wasn't out when I did Mega Man 1, I wasn't able to do any challenges from that game. So now that I'm doing the Mega Mix, we get to do stuff from Mega Man 4 and the awesome Mega Man 1 and 2. And we'll get to see some footage from Mega Man 1, and I can talk about it, because I haven't really done that too much before. I've wanted to do a a video where I rank the Mega Man games and talk about them, you know, myself, but that would require, it'll be a very time-consuming video. So maybe in the future, but I don't think we'll see it for Mega Man 4. If there's anything I hate, is enemies that jump out of pits and kill you as you're trying to jump through them. And we're gonna wait for that guy to put his head back on. Come on. Thank God. And one more. But yeah, this is, if you're a first-time Mega Man player, these things jumping out of these pits, in almost any Mega Man game, this happens. It will get you. You're running, and all of a sudden you jump through the pit, and this enemy comes out and gets you. I'm not going to slide through there, because that is a one-way ticket to death. And, come on. I'm actually going to use Rush Jet, because I just know that if I jump, something's going to hit me. There we go. And right into the portal. Back to Mega Man 3. And you know what I'm going to do again is I'm going to use Rush Jet. It's in its best form in Mega Man 3 because you can actually totally control it in any direction that you want. Up, down, left, right. In any game after this, it continuously goes forward, and you actually can't stop it from doing that. Back at the same level from the beginning of the Mega Man 4 remix, the first one at least, these grasshoppers are annoying because one will get on, you'll be on one, and then the other one will try and pick you up, and then basically you're going to end up going off at a cliff, and they can be very frustrating. These things are very, very annoying because they take a lot of hits to kill, and we're just going to jump up on here, jump up the ladder, go through there, back to Mega Man 3. I would really like to play Mega Man 3 more than I have. I've played Mega Man 2 a ridiculous amount of times, and I always say I should play Mega Man 3 more, but the issue with Mega Man 3 is the Doc Robot stages, the stages in between the Dr. Wily castle and, oh god, come down here and get this to recharge. And it's the stages in between the Robot Masters and the Wily Castle. It's meant to increase game time, but all it does is just, to me, really slow down the game. You can skip it with a password, but then I feel like I'm not actually playing the game. Oh, I should have used Rush Jet when I picked up that weapon refill. Like I said, it's a really fun game, but the Doc Robot stages are just kind of remakes of stages that you've already played in the game already, so it kind of drags a little bit. I hate this section from Mega Man 1 because if there's anything that I really hate in a Mega Man game, it's enemies that shoot in all 8 directions. They're so hard to avoid. Hard, man. Unlike Gutsman and Mega Man... Oh, I died. Unlike Gutsman and Mega Man 1, where you only get stopped if you're on the ground when he hits the ground or when he jumps, Hard Man, no matter where you are on the stage, you will get stunned, and it's quite annoying. And I've never actually been... Quite truthfully, I've never been great at memorizing boss patterns in Mega Man games. I kind of just start firing their weakness at them until they die. Most of the time it works. Mega Man 2, I'm actually pretty good with the patterns, like I said, because I played that one so many times. And you're funny if you don't think we're not going to use the balloon. Just makes it a little bit easier. But you know, memorizing the patterns is fun because it makes you feel like an absolute badass. But at times it's kind of hard to memorize them. So we're gonna just go up here. We're just gonna take that hit. All right, jump up there. I didn't even need that third platform. Metal Man. I remember when I first played Mega Man 2, I really wanted to face Metal Man right away because I just knew how awesome his weapon was, and I just could not beat him. And look how easily I just defeated him just now. Clearly, I didn't have his weakness the first time I fought him. But who is this? I think it's Fireman? Yeah, it's Fireman. So we're going to get the Ice Slasher and kind of just... This guy, he really doesn't have a pattern. It's just so much stuff coming out. You kind of just got to hope for the best. But yeah, there we are at the end of the Mega Man 1 through 4 remix. So I think that's going to bring us to the end of the video, because those remixes can be kind of long. These videos have gotten to be very long in the past, and I've tried to keep a lot of the Mega Man 4 videos on somewhat of the shorter side, and by that I'm trying not to let anything go over like 15 minutes, because, you know, that's a lot to watch, and I can only be so entertaining. And one day I'll consider doing maybe a full playthrough of a Mega Man game, or just more stuff actually playing the games in general, because after all, Mega Man is a video game, so maybe I should spend a little more time playing the games. But the reality is that playing video games and talking at the same time is really hard. I've gotten much better at it ever since I've started bringing you guys videos like this. I give so much credit to Let's Players because it is a very hard skill to master, talking and playing video games, or commentating and playing video games at the same time. But that's about going to wrap it up for this episode of Mega Man 4. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.